Thanks for tuning in to the KRVN Sports Podcast page, your home for all of the local broadcasts produced by KRVN Sports. This page and the playback is brought to you by Hoegemeyer Hybrids, raising the bar on yield performance. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jason Jorgensen. It's been a good year for Gothenburg Wrestling. The Swedes have qualified for the NSAA State Duels Tournament this Saturday for the first time in program history. Also, Gothenburg this week is hosting the Southwest Conference meet. Caught up with head coach Tom Scott, and he says it's been a great year.
Yeah, we're very excited. The biggest thing about our success is the area teams in this area just really get us prepared for our further competitions of either state or districts. Our conference is full of teams, obviously in the same county. We've got Lexington and we've got Cozad, and we see Minden a lot, and we see Broken Bow, and those are our competition has really just sharpened us into what we will eventually hopefully put out our best product on Saturday morning. So.
How big is this for your program to make this to be qualifying for the duels tournament?
It is. It can really define a program, and we hope that it is the beginning of some great things going forward. We have a great senior class. We got 5 senior boys who we really embraced work ethic and culture change as they got ready for the season, and the senior boys really embraced it. And the thing that we continually tell our boys and girls every single day is that this might be the best tournament you've wrestled or the best event you've wrestled, but your best event is still in front of you, and that we continue to get better. And I tell them that, hey, our best tournament is going to be Southwest Conference on Thursday, but then the Saturday meet, state duels, is going to be even better, and then the district will be better. And they've really, really embraced that. And the boys and their parents have embraced that, and it's great to watch that. And again, we are hoping that this is a stepping stone for our program to continue to do this, and hopefully we can just be a regular at the state duel tournament.
How do you manage this? Because this is a big week for you. I know the conference meet is big, and then the turnaround and head to Kearney for the duels. As a coach, how do you kind of approach that?
We prioritize some things, and we made sure that some of our individuals were ready to embrace, our conferences. There's going to be a bunch of very ranked wrestlers. We've got a real bunch of great wrestlers, and we made sure that our boys understood what was in front of them and the difficulty of the week, and they have really raised up to the level that I didn't think they could get to, but it's been fun to see them do that, and every single day they embrace that, and they understand that struggle. And there was even some discussions of, hey, should we sit this person out or sit this person out? And those kids said, no, we want to be a part of both of these great experiences. And if you look at the individuals and the teams we're going to see at conference on Thursday, and then we'll see very, very similar ones at the state meets, sustain the level of high-level wrestlers. So,
how about your team? You mentioned the 5 seniors, but I know you've got some talent in all 4 classes, and you've already have several guys already have won more than 25 matches, and then you have Tristan Coes at 36 wins.
Yeah, I mean, it is those individuals that have embraced that it's fun to watch all those guys. Maddox Gilligan's he's a freshman. He's got 34 wins. And then we have a couple others that are even over 25 wins, not quite 30, but that had a couple injuries for a couple tournaments. And you're like, oh man. I told them at the beginning of the season that we're going to get on the mat a lot. We've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and we're going to wrestle a lot of matches, and they have embraced it a great deal. And Tristan last year as a freshman had 6 wins. Now he's got 36. It's a tribute to him. He went over the summer, and him and several of our other boys went and got 25 matches over the summer. They lifted hard over the summer, and that made them into these great kids that could embrace, 50-plus match seasons. And I enjoy watching them and their success. And it's a lot of fun to see them emulate the culture that we want. And and we got some juniors in there too that have, Harlan Brockerville, I think, is just a hair under 25 wins. A couple seniors there that are at 18, 19 wins. And Max Wyatt and Xander Haruza, they're at 20, 22 wins. And I like seeing them embrace that difficult schedule, but also the fact that we're going to put a lot of matches out on the mat. And come late February, when we're ready for individual state, we're going to be wrestling the best we can.
What's kind of your goals for Saturday? I mean, it looks like you got a tough one to begin with.
Yeah. I always tell the boys, let's evaluate each wrestling match individually. If you were an underdog and you wrestled really, really well, you may not have won, but that's great. Or you might be the person that's the favorite in a match, and you might pin the guy, yet you might not wrestle well. We have won 20 duels this year, and one of the big reasons we win is that we don't put a win or loss out there. We say, hey, individually, I want individual wrestlers to wrestle their best. And we'll put out our best side at David City, and if we win or lose, we'll get either Syracuse or Tri-County, and those are both good matchups for us. And it is at this point, it's like, hey, let's individually wrestle our best at 14 different weight classes, and at the end of the day, we'll evaluate. We'll say, hey, we didn't wrestle well here, we wrestled well here, here, and here. At the end of the day, hopefully we come back on Monday and we say, hey, over the weekend we got either 2 or 3 great individual matches, and win, lose, or draw. It's the opportunity to become better wrestlers the following week for districts. So
Scott also mentioned that the support of the parents this year has just been fantastic as they look to continue to grow the program in Gothenburg. Once again, they're hosting the Southwest Conference meet on Thursday, and then they'll take part in the state duels in Class C. They will wrestle on Saturday morning in Kearney at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds against top-seeded David City. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jason Jorgensen.